It's a dope move.
Yeah. It's a big game. Who you know that got it behind the scenes like behind the O-line soon as the QB say hype. It's big game, big game. Analysis from the player's point of view. Injuries, big trades, player news. Yeah, sector competition, and he play with Tony Dungy. Better listen, I'm talking about Big Game Sports Buzz. Said everything you need and more. Yeah. Big Game Sports Buzz. I thought I told you once before. We call him Big Game James. Yeah, Big Game James. Big Game James.
What's up, everybody? It is Hump Day, and it's also time for Big Game Sports Buzz, where the sports fanatic, yes, clap, and the pro athlete get together and talk about all things sports and everything else that supports it. I am Jay Stoggs, the buff nerd, and of course, I'm joined by the man, the myth, the legend, the reason why this podcast is called what it is, Big Game James. What up, my guy?
What is going on, big dog?
Hey,
simple. All is well.
I like it.
It'd be better if I could get this damn computer to work the way I wanted it to. But hey, I'll make the most of it, brother, man.
We're going to do that, man. We're going to do that. But while you're working on that, make sure that you are liking, you're subscribing, and you're ringing that bell. You're hitting that bell so you know when Big Game Sports Buzz and all of its other podcasts are coming on the BGSE network, Big Game Sports Entertainment Network, where sports and entertainment collide. Of course, you can also check us out on your favorite podcast platform, Apple Podcasts, Amazon, Spotify, you name it, we're there. Yeah? Good. So, without further ado, because we need to get to this, because them boys is playing. They just hit halftime, 51-50, Mavs over Boston. We got them 4 downs. Let's go.
It's time for the 4 downs. That's right. The hottest sports news around. BGSB presents 4 downs.
That's right. These are the 4 downs. These are the biggest topics that we want to talk about with you. Make sure that you hit us up in the chat, in the comments. We'd love to chat back with you. See what's on your mind, pick your brain, tell you you're wrong. First one that's up. Caitlin Clark. Big controversy going on right now. And it seems as though ever since she's gotten like notoriety from Iowa, maybe let's say sophomore year, there's been something going on with Caitlin Clark. Right now, it's the Olympics and her apparent Olympic quote unquote snub. First of all, let's ask the question. Did she really get snubbed? What say you?
No, she did not get snubbed, Jay. First and foremost, man, there's a Caitlin Clark cult out there because if you go to our BGSE network channel and if you look at the short from last week's show that we put Caitlin Clark changing numbers and setting records.
Yeah.
Dude, I almost had to delete some of the comments. I got attacked, and I didn't even say anything bad about Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
I was saying I'm sick of it being one narrative to where, you know, I agreed that the foul that came from Kennedy Carter was unnecessary and shouldn't have happened, right? But it's getting to a point now, and then it's people, well, she's getting this treatment because she's white, or she's only getting this. I'm sick of everything because they're taking it away from basketball. Gino Auriemma had a very good point that I said I was going to post in a story that I'm working on now to come out with, that the numbers in NCAA tournament viewership this year because of the record that Caitlin Clark was chasing and what Iowa was able to do has made people praise this entire draft class that a lot of WNBA experts are saying is not even a top 5 overall WNBA draft class. When people say draft classes of all time, right? Caitlin Clark has a great game that part of it will transfer over to the WNBA. Yes.
Right.
But there's a lot of things she's going to have to work on.
Sure.
When it comes to being a part of the Olympics, you have to earn this, bruh. Nothing. We said this about Bronny last week. Like, how much are people going to respect Bronny James if he gets in the league and at the end of the day, everyone thinks it's only because of his dad?
Right.
How much respect is the U.S. Olympic Committee going to give if Caitlin Clark is on the team just because she makes viewership numbers go up when they clearly have a criteria of what it takes to be selected by the selection committee for the Olympics? Now, I had a debate, Jay Stoggs, with somebody the other day, and they said, well, what about Christian Laettner back with the Dream Team? He was the one college player that they put on because he was popular. It was still also the first time that NBA players could play, so they had a select group, and they didn't want to just totally obliterate the college player because prior to that, you had to be amateur before you could play in the Olympics, right?
Right.
So, not to say that, and Jay, I know I'm talking a lot. I know I'm going to let you get to your point, but was she snubbed? No, I don't think she's earned it yet. But I don't even think Caitlin Clark is mad about not being selected.
Right.
I think it's her cult following that's making a bigger deal than what it really is.
Yeah. No, I agree. I actually watched Rebecca Lobo, and she was talking about, excuse me, Tarazi is on the team. She's 42. She'll be 42 in July, and Gray may even not even make it because she hasn't played this whole season, so she could be an alternate. But she brought up a great point in that this particular team has played together for the past 3 years. So you have to have been on the team, doing practice, going to FIBA championships, like in tournaments. Like, you just can't show up and just be on the team. That's not how they operate. And so she's not been there. And Caitlin Clark, to your point, has said, listen, it just gives me motivation to get there. Right. And it's not out of the ordinary that a rookie doesn't make it to the Olympics in that year. A lot of times, if you look at those teams, there's very few that have made it who are over the age or under the age of 24. There's just few. There are very few. So she'll make the next one of this, I'm sure.
But Jay, why do people think that it's all the way? And this is the thing. Well, she helps viewership. People watch the Olympics with or without Caitlin Clark. So now, yes, she helps WNBA viewership, which is great for that league. They need that.
Mm-hmm.
But people still gonna watch the Olympics, and depending on what time they play in Paris and when they air it here in the States,
right?
Y'all motherfuckers are really about to get up and watch WNBA? I mean, the female basketball bracket?
No.
If Caitlin Clark was on it, it was gonna change it? Come on, bro. Give me a break, man.
No, not at all. If Skylar Diggins ain't gonna be there.
Now, Tarazi old ass could have got left off. If they would have left Tarazi off, whatever, she could have got her old ass left off. No big.
Come on,
no
man.
Big
She's
deal,
a 5-time Olympian, bro. She brings maturity. That's what they said. 5 times.
She could have stopped at 4, and then 4.
You know what that
3,
means?
whatever.
That means she's been playing ball professionally like over 20 years.
She looks
I
like
have been some semblance of it.
She looks like a grandmother now.
I bet if she was,
all skin don't hold up well over time,
especially that one. Hey man, let's get to the next one. Well, I bet you that'll get 10,000. Dan Hurley says no to the Lakers. Some are saying that maybe they lowballed him. 6 years, $70 million. So, right, that would put him. I think they said like around 8th or 9th, maybe 10th
Which would have been fine, Jay. He didn't have any pro coaching experience. That would have been fine.
Yeah.
They didn't lowball him. Shit, he went back to making what 30 or 20 something at UConn?
I'm saying, I think it was, let's see, I think it was another school that approached him at 13. No, it was like 11. And maybe it was Florida or someone like that approached him for 11. No, Kentucky. I think it was Kentucky. And he was like, nah, I'm good. I'm a god here, and I got the team. I got what I want. I don't have to deal with those people. You know what I mean? That contingent of people.
Here it is, Jay. He did the extension with UConn, 6 years, $32.1 million. That's what he signed in 2023 before they made it to the tournament, got the championship. The Lakers offered him 6 years, $70 million. So
it's not the money.
It's not about the money. Guess what? What's the old saying? I know you heard this from your grand folks back in the day. All money ain't good money. Like we playing Bones right now. You on the dominoes table, you heard all money ain't good money. The Lakers have not had a head coach with longer than a 3-year tenure since Phil Jackson was the coach. They haven't kept anybody more than 3 seasons since Phil Jackson left. I might need to double check that, but I think that's something that I saw while looking up and reading on the damn Lakers.
Right. That sounds about right.
Why the hell would Dan Hurley subject himself to go deal with LeBron, knowing that they about to lobby to get Bronny in the second round, Anthony Davis, D'Angelo Russell, what used to be LA. See, when that new arena get built, it's probably about to be all about the Clippers in there out in LA, dog. Nobody think about the goddamn Lakers no more.
You always have to, well, look, you always have to think about the Lakers because it's the Lakers. It's the Lake Show. It's what it is, right? Whether they're good or bad, that's what they're going to be. But here's the problem with me is it speaks volumes to the organization itself. And when you have Jenny Buss and in particular Pelinka, I think that right there just shows you when you have a high caliber coach that knows himself and says, I don't want to be in that situation. And like you said, all money and good money, I don't want to be in that situation. My situation here, way better than what's going on there. Way better. I think if he went to, I think he could have gotten, if Charlotte would have offered the same money, I bet you probably would have went there. Because he could have done whatever he wanted to there.
Maybe.
I'm just saying a franchise like that. San Antonio.
I know you're using the example of, and not necessarily saying Charlotte needed to try. Yeah, I get what you're saying on that, man.
Yeah.
This is my whole thing. The Lakers are in trouble. And I say that because now everyone says LeBron wants a JJ Redick. There's somebody else that just emerged as a front runner. Don't know what's going to happen. I gotta look his name up. He's been an assistant in the league under a couple of different people. But if this is a team that won a championship 2 years ago, 3, what it was, that bubble title was.
Yeah.
Supposedly has pieces in place. LeBron's supposed to make one more good push. And you can't find anybody that's wanting to take on the coaching job? Bruh, that ain't good.
Lakers fans, I know you're in here. I know someone's
fans.
Hit us up in the chat because I know, and this is what I've heard from the Lakers fans that I talk to. They're glad Dan Hurley turned it down.
They lying, because if he would have took it, they would have said they're happy he took the goddamn job.
Now, this is what they say. This is why they say it. They said they're glad because they didn't want to see Dan Hurley be pulled down by this organization.
Lies.
I was like, wow, that's.
I'm not buying that one, dog.
You don't think so?
I
think the Lakers faithful.
I said, Jay, and you heard me say that, like,
Yeah.
stay away from that job, buddy. And he did. Thank
I
God,
said it too.
right?
Yeah.
You did.
I said it too. Yeah.
But right now, Lakers need something they need someone to help that team have an identity. And it's not doing it. This is my thing. Darvin Ham took you to the Western Conference Finals a year ago.
Yeah.
And realistically was on the brink, had every opportunity to beat the Nuggets and just gave up some close games.
Yeah.
And you panic and fire him because of what your players panic? Sound like they letting the inmates run the prison.
Oh man, look, listen. You know I've said this many, many times. LeBron is starting to ruin the game, man. He's starting to ruin the game.
You're not gonna catch me argue with you on that. I feel you.
Just like Jordan ruined the game.
Stop. How did Jordan ruin the game?
He did. He made it about individual instead of team.
That's all Jordan's fault?
It's Jordan's fault.
It wasn't the marketing that he got put through to
he signed off on that.
To help brand itself.
Signed off on that.
Jordan made it possible for these guys to brand themselves. I'm not mad at
it, but I'm just saying Jordan he ruined the league.
All right.
He ruined the league. Everybody that's all about themselves, dribbling around, dribble, shoot from all over the place. Come on. It's Jordan all day. It's Jordan all day. Before it was team ball. Now it's individual ball. It's ISO ball. That's Jordan. Jordan. Everyone want to be like Mike. Like Mike.
ISO ball came with the Carmelo Anthony era, dog.
No. That was before, because he was emulating Michael Jordan.
Is that what it was?
Everybody wants to be like Mike, right?
All right, man. We gonna fight next time we get together. Which I hope it's soon. I hope you can come over on the 4th.
Yeah.
We're gonna dog. Did you say that about MJ, bro? I'm highly disgusted right now.
It ruined the league. Look at it. Look at the league.
Although I was a bigger Dominique Wilkins fan anyway, but that's neither here nor there.
Dominique is a loser. All right.
We're gonna fight for real now, bro.
He's a loser. What did Dominique win?
21 Dunk Street.
What did Dominique win?
Dunk contest.
That's it. They hang banners for that? They hang banners for that?
Why is it the first thing we always go to is championships? Why must it be about the rings, bro? Dominique Wilkins was still one of the most exciting players of all
How many
time.
Playoffs did he dunk his way into? Them dunk contests? How many?
We just couldn't get past the Boston Celtics and the Detroit Pistons. And
man, that's
sometimes
two
the Chicago
teams.
Bulls.
Hey, there's 3 teams.
Hey man, let's move on, man.
Oh, one more question. How many MVPs did he get?
Where's my gun?
3rd down. I just want to know. I'm just curious, man. 3rd down.
If you know anyone that's a bully, please do not hesitate to report it. I'm going to report Jay Styles.
NC State on the 3rd down. The Wolf Pack of 1983, the Cardiac Pack, are suing the NCAA for NIL. This is over 40 years ago. Because
the Rick Pitino NC State Wolfpack?
Not Rick Pitino, no. Jimmy Valvano.
That's what I meant. Jim Valvano. Why the hell did I say Rick Pitino?
I don't know. He kind of they don't favor.
They look alike. No, they do look alike. But I knew I was talking about Jimmy V. Jimmy V was the picture of my face in the wrong name.
And that's the thing. So they're suing the NCAA because every time you talk about NCAA championship, what do they always show?
They show that miraculous game when they beat Fossil and Majama, right?
That's it. Yep. They beat Houston, who was touted and was number 1 the whole season. They had Clyde Drexler. They had Akeem Olajuwon. It was such a stacked team. And were steamrolling and beat them 54-52 in the championship game. Jim Valvano's running around trying to find someone to hug. They show this clip. It's if you've ever watched the NCAA game, especially the tournament, you've seen it. Well, they're suing them because they want theirs. Do you think this is right? You think they should come after them for NIL?
No, because I don't think that's the right suit or the right name or wording of it. I think this is a stretch, Jay. But at the same time, if the NCAA is still profiting off of it, break me off a piece of that funk.
Yeah,
they want some of the pie, man. I can't really be mad. Like
40 years, there's got to be a statute of limitations. Like
it should be.
What this does, and I'm kind of double-minded on this because I can see their point. Hey, look, I get it, right? I get it. You're showing it. It's part of the production. People see it. But we're talking 40 years ago. Number one.
That part, bro. Way too long ago for people to come
it's
back.
Over 40 years ago. This is 1983.
Bro.
That we're talking about. So, I mean, what this does is it opens the door for others to say, hey, you showed my face during a championship game. You just showed my face. And you rerun it every time for 2 years when we talk about the NCAA playoffs.
How do you put a price tag on that? How do you go back and gauge what you should get paid for having a glimpse of your face on the screen during Jim Valvano run around looking lost, not knowing who to hug?
This is beyond me. This is when it gets ugly. And I'm always about people getting their money. Right? I'm always about that.
Right.
But what I'm not about is this. Right? You're etched in NCAA lore. Yes, we all know your names, or we know your faces. We know of the story. It's been kept alive, sure. But this is
I don't know nobody from that team except for the coach that's dead. And I honestly know him, remember him more. Well, I don't mean it like that, man. I remember it more for the impactful speech he gave at the Essex.
Yes, never give up.
Because the Fossil Majama thing, NC State upset win, was that 84? Not 84.
Yeah.
When was that?
It was 83, 84, yeah.
I was like 7 years old, bro. I don't remember that shit.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like 40 years ago.
Man, they need to go with that. Stop. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry y'all didn't make money off of that. Hey, I didn't make money when I was in school either, goddamn it, because it wasn't no NIL. And you trying to get paid because they showing a flash of your old ass run up and down the court and cut the nets down. Man, bye. I'm sorry. No. Do I feel like they're wrong the more I think about it? Yeah, man, get up. That's like me saying, goddamn it, I'm about to go sue the NCAA because I know that was me, number 97 on college football, and that I would have made plays. And if I had NIL then, I would have got paid this. The NCAA owe me. Matter of fact, I'm about to sue their ass tomorrow.
Right. Exactly.
No.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, it's just this is when it gets to be too much. Yeah, it's too much. This should have been the OHN right here. But all good because we got to go to the fourth down.
Man, y'all made me grab my coffee, dog. And this ain't coffee. Lord have mercy. Go ahead, dog.
Fourth down. Listen, Mike Tomlin got an extension. This brother's been coaching forever. Forever. Now they haven't really made an impact within the league. I know I'm going with this.
He hadn't made an impact. He's had a winning season every year since he's been there. even if it has been 9-8. I mean 9-7.
9-8. 9-8. 9-8.
Twice, right?
Just saying.
Hey man, hey, don't shoot
Like,
the messenger.
how relevant are the Steelers? Is it time to move on for the Steelers? Is it time?
I mean, the Steelers are, if you ask a lot of football fans, they would say they're the true America's team and not your Dallas Cowboys, bro.
You need to stop it. You need to stop it right there.
No lies
don't know
told
why
of
we
that,
do
man.
this.
I said if you ask Steeler fans, I didn't say me.
That's
Because
what Patriots fans say the same stupid thing
we
too.
all know. Patriots say that shit just because they have the number of
Oh, New
championships
England
they have.
Patriots. We got a Patriot. We're the Patriots.
No.
Whatever.
Stop it.
Whatever.
Stop
We're the Patriots. We're the true America's team. No, you're not, idiots.
Well, a Patriot is red, white, and blue.
Oh my gosh.
All
Texans.
right, no. This is my
All
whole
right.
thing. Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
I like Mike. Mike was on the
I
coaching
like him
staff
too.
when I was in Tampa. Mike's a great guy.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if Mike needs a fresh start somewhere else.
Yeah.
If a change of scenery would be good.
Yeah.
Do I think he's bad for Pittsburgh? No. But do I think Pittsburgh? Well, now when I think of that division, and I'm gonna be totally honest with you, Jay. When I think of the AFC North, it automatically goes to Baltimore, Cincinnati, then Pittsburgh, then Cleveland. In my brain. That's how it works for me.
Wait, say that again? Who?
Cincinnati, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Cleveland. Is that wrong? Like, that's my thought process when it comes to that division. Like, Pittsburgh is still not last, but they not in the top two because Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase has all got all that
Did they make
talk.
the playoffs this year? Did the Steelers make the playoffs this year?
No. I don't
No,
believe
they
they
didn't.
did.
I
They
didn't
did
think
not.
so. Cleveland made it though, right?
Yeah, and all the reason we
And
talk
they're-
about
and
Cleveland
they're
is
under,
because
and
it's
Cleveland
Go
is under Pittsburgh.
in my mind, how I think about a division. You're talking about last year. I'm talking about the tenure of Mike Tomlin, Jay.
Oh, okay, all right.
So you
All
telling
right.
me prior to this last year, other than Deshaun Watson asking for happy endings and getting a guaranteed contract and then getting hurt, you thought about the Cleveland Browns over the Pittsburgh Steelers?
They made the playoffs, right?
Answer my question. I said before this playoff run, before last year, you thought about the Cleveland Browns more than you thought about the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Actually, I did. I'm gonna tell you, and it was before Deshaun Watson. It was actually with your quarterback that you have now, Baker Mayfield. He needs a GM. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
MJ, maybe he needs a GM. Maybe he does need a GM.
that would help a lot. Now, Jay, am I saying you're not going to? I'm not saying Pittsburgh had a better season than Cleveland because that would just be crazy. That Joe Flacco had them all in the news, like the old quarterback off the couch, come in, has them winning. He should be this. He should,
and he was straight trash
no
in
doubt.
the playoffs.
Yeah,
But they made the playoffs.
Made the playoffs and didn't do bad. Got it. Understand that. But I'm just saying, when my thought process, when I think of the teams, I'm not saying Pittsburgh is better than Cleveland. That's not what I'm saying. I think Cleveland, they might have an issue if Amari Cooper holds out, but that's another story. At the end of the day, Pittsburgh gives Tomlin an extension. He still can be fired after the season if they see fit.
Sure.
It just goes a little bit longer to the money they would have to pay him. So he's not safe just because he got an extension. So cool. I'm happy for Mike because, like I said, I like Mike Tomlin. Good guy. It's perfect for him.
But Pittsburgh does not fire coaches. They retire. They don't fire them. They retire.
Okay. Well,
So I mean,
shit, we need them Pittsburgh fans to chime in right now. Pittsburgh fans, if you watching this, even if you watch it late, let us know what you think. Was extending Mike Tomlin the right thing to do?
Pittsburgh is number 2. What in the division? Come on, let's stop it, Jay. Stop.
Hey man, the Bengals might be overrated. Jay, I appreciate you, Jay, because you helped prove my point when I said I think about them above the other team.
Man, listen. And here's the issue when we have people that think about squads. It's just like Cowboys fans, which I am, right? Every year we're gonna make it. Every year we're gonna make it. Every year we're gonna win the Super Bowl. Every year. We have the same team every year that does the same thing every year.
What Future say? At the same damn time, huh?
During Tomlin's era, they're number 2. Nah, bro. Nah, my man. They were when Ben was at his best. But Ben has been gone for a while, and Ben hadn't been at his best for a while. So I can't say Pittsburgh is number 2, especially not in that division.
You ain't gotta say it. That's just how people
over
see
Cincy.
It.
Over Cincy, like I could barely put them at 3, and I really don't want to because they didn't make the playoffs, and they've just gone down every year. Like who after Ben? Who was the quarterback?
Is that Mike Tomlin's fault that they've gone down every year?
I mean, it has to fall at his feet because that's where usually it falls. Okay. And I agree. Yes, he needs a GM. Like, who is the GM in Pittsburgh? Does anyone even know?
Joe Burrow has been there, 3 years now?
No.
3 seasons?
No. I think Burrow's been there 4.
This is his 4th season coming up? Because he got the ACL year 1.
Yeah.
Missed all whole first year.
Yeah.
Year 2 is when they had the success, right? Year 3, strained the calf, couldn't finish, and this will be year 4. Yeah. Jay, I think that's right about Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow has to prove to me that he's the quarterback that's gonna make Cincinnati the second best team. Although I did say they were 2. I said Pittsburgh was 3.
You just said it. Come on, man.
But I still believe that Joe Burrow carries a heavy burden, bro. I just do.
But bro, if you look at that team against Pittsburgh's team, who on paper, and again, this is paper, and they don't play football on paper.
Nope, as the Jets.
You need he's played 4 seasons. He came in 2020.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So this is his 5th season. He's his 5th season here.
Yeah, it'll be his 5th year. Got extended.
This is his 5th year. Anyway, if you look at that team versus Pittsburgh, you're not picking Pittsburgh. You don't want that team.
All right, man. I mean, since you just tell me who I'm going to pick, I did pick them already. You're right. There's no argument there. I picked Baltimore 2. I mean, Baltimore 1, Cincinnati 2. I gave Pittsburgh 3 just because, like I said, my brain, when I think about that division, Pittsburgh's always going to come to mind over Cleveland until Cleveland proves me wrong.
So Cleveland has to prove that they're better than Pittsburgh, even though Pittsburgh didn't even make the playoffs last year.
Yeah. That shit could have been a fluke. Pittsburgh has a quarterback this year. They got 2 of them.
Who? Really?
Justin Fields and Russell Wilson.
Now say that without smiling. Say that without smiling.
Hold on. Let's see. My camera's a little shaky. Both of them. Like I'm from the South. Both of them. 2 of them.
Man.
So tell me, that quarterback won't be an upgrade from Kenny Pickett? Mason Rudolph?
Mr. Sierra is washed. He is washed. And Justin Fields.
Don't drink the Sean Payton Kool-Aid, man. Dude ain't washed. He got some more in him.
He's washed.
And Justin Fields what?
We don't know how damaged he is.
Why is he damaged?
Why is he damaged?
Yeah.
Because that's usually what happens with number one picks like that. And it's through no fault of their own, in my opinion. It's through no fault of their own. They get to a bad team. They don't put anything around him. They ask him to do way more than he should. His confidence goes down. And now here he is behind Mr. Sierra.
Why are you disrespecting that man like that, bro? That's so disrespectful.
Okay. All right. Whatever. Like,
Hey, man.
who are their receivers? Who are their receivers?
Pickett.
That dude and the other dude.
Nah, man, they got two good ones.
Say Shady.
Man.
That's Shady, bro.
Anyway, dog. You know, you know what you just made me say?
What, man?
Oh, hell no. 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 Oh, hell no.
That's right. This is the segment of the podcast where we find things, we do things, we see things, we say things that make us say, oh, hell no. Do you have one yet?
Yeah.
Go for
I
it.
do.
Dang,
Well,
good. Dang.
You know, after the draft, every team is allowed one mandatory minicamp that they can hold. If it's a new coach, they can get multiple minicamps. They get 2. So this past weekend, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers held their mandatory minicamp, and one of their newest additions this season decided not to show. Mr. Randy Gregory. Randy Gregory, Jay, decided to skip the mandatory minicamp. And some people might say that's not a big deal. But you being a Cowboys fan, you understand Mr. Gregory's past and what he's been more known for than football. Randy Gregory was already on a very, very short leash. And I think he may have cut himself before the season ever began. So to me, if Randy Gregory squandered this opportunity by not going to mandatory minicamp and he didn't communicate that with the team, that's a big oh hell no. Because right now, rumors are, talking to some of my people in Tampa, he skipped out on minicamp and didn't give the coaches a legitimate explanation of why he was not going to be there. When you already know you're the black sheep everywhere you go, you need to make sure you're doing things by the book. Randy Gregory, that's a big oh hell no, my man.
Very good. Yes, sir. Man, look, I didn't have one. But I'm just gonna say this. My oh hell no are the Mavericks free throw percentage. That is abysmal, bro. Like, I don't get it. I don't even get it. I don't even get it. You know, you have, I think, what, 26 free throw attempts. You only get 10. And then I get the one shot of you. But I'm just saying, free throws. Come on.
Man, my big thumb hit the button. I'm sorry.
Oh, your thumbs are big, bro. I'm just saying though, I can't. The only thing I can say about the Mavs free throw percentage is oh hell no. What is y'all doing? Y'all look like the 5. Y'all look like the 5 against Boston right now. So, and they definitely look like the 1 because you can't hit free throws. I'm done. That's it. Go Mavs. Mavs for life. But look, I have faith. But yeah, it is what it is. Let's move on. Keep it on the court, man. Let's just go.
Big Game Sportsbook presents Keep It on the Court, powered by WNBA. Energy you need without the jitters and the crash.
Sorry, man. It's cathartic. I had to get it off my chest a little bit.
It's all good. You gotta let us know how you feel sometime, bro.
That's it, man. That's it. And it's all. And you know what? Also, because I got a little time. I got some time here. Stop hating on Angel Reese, man. All this Angel Reese hate. My gosh.
Hey, man.
Live.
You said every sport needs a villain.
They do.
And some bad people like villains. Some villains are some people's heroes. So, you're for Angel Reese?
I'm for
Angel. Not.
Yeah. But it's like, yo, it's
hey, I'm just here so I don't get fined, bro.
Bro, it's so bad. Like, it is so bad. It is, man. I don't even understand it.
Somebody, I'm telling y'all, go look at the short and read the comments. Someone said Angel Reese sucks because she has to make layups and can't shoot shots. So now this is telling me that it's not even about you liking the game of basketball. You're clearly just anti-Angel because you're pro Caitlin.
Because she doesn't shoot threes from the half court. She doesn't shoot threes from logos.
Double the other night for like 15 boards, 10 points.
Man,
she's
a complete player.
It's all good. You have to, I think that's a problem. You have to like the game. Like the game, know the game, enjoy the game, embrace it. Don't make it about one player. Yes, the WNBA needed the attention, but you're trying to put it on the back of, shut up, James, of a slow girl that can shoot well. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not going to say she's slow. She looks slow, but I'm not saying she's slow.
She needs help getting open, Jay. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's going to be her biggest downfall, I believe, in the W. The W being able to get herself open and create her own shots.
She can create her own shots because as soon as she crosses the half court line, she shoots the shot. So I mean, she can create her own shot, right? And I get that. That's cool, whatever. But as far as I'm concerned, look, let them be who they are. If Angel Reese is the villain, fine. Let her be the villain because she's good and she's good at what she does. And let her be that villain, not because she's black or she talks noise, but Caitlin doesn't when Caitlin clearly does, right? And
Caitlin talked that talk. She probably how Larry Bird was. They said Larry Bird talked more shit than a baby diaper.
Yeah, but here's the thing Larry Bird could do. He could play, and he would also stick up for and with his teammates. This chick don't.
Why should she stick up for her teammates and she the one getting her ass kicked? Her teammates need to stick up for her.
But that's the thing, though. If the teammates need to stick up for her, yes. But why don't they? There's a reason why they don't.
Look, man.
Listen,
I'm not
speculating. You've been in pro locker rooms.
Yes,
you've
sir.
been in a locker room.
Yep.
I know you've seen a dude who everyone was like, hey, if they mess with him, I'm not doing nothing. You've been in that locker room. I know you have, and you have a guy like that. And so you see him get mauled, and you know what? You're like, ooh, that was tough. And you walk away.
It's different in football, especially on defense. I can't think of one person right now that I would let the offensive lineman or offensive person ride out on my teammate, dog.
Come on, man. There's not one person in all the time you've played football.
No cap. Oh, wait, all? Like you mean I gotta consider college too?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, yeah, all right, my bad.
Come on, man. You listen. I hear you, but you and I both know, in all the locker rooms that you've been in, you're not finna sit here and tell me that there's not one dude on a 53-man roster in pros, and however many is in college, was it like 80 something, whatever it is?
Yeah.
That one guy, he was like, man, hey.
Me and my wife and I were discussing somebody today in the car that I was like, that's sorry, that motherfucker there. Yeah, so yeah, I would have let that happen to him to that MF there. You're right. I ain't gonna say no name,
No,
we
don't
all
say
we all family still, but yes. Yes,
but that's my point though, is that there's a reason why everybody on the team is like, I'm good. Ooh,
well, okay,
what's
let
up?
me ask you this, Jay.
What's
And
up?
I know we're supposed to be on something else. Is it Caitlin Clark's fault? This is what I think. And
Yeah.
if I'm wrong, whatever. I believe there's a little bit of jealousy going on. That
It
even
could
some
be.
of her teammates are sick of her getting the praise and the love that she's getting. So therefore, when it's time for someone to step up to bat for her, they're like, hell with it. She got to go through it. She got to understand what this is.
I'm a counter with this. I'm not saying you're not wrong, but what I will also say is maybe they're sick of her talking trash to other players on the team. And maybe she's talking trash to them in practice, right? And doing all this other stuff to them. They're like, you know what? Let's see how bad you are by yourself then. You this big bad, whatever. You talking all this trash to everybody on the other side.
You think she talking cash shit like that at practice to her own player?
Oh man. Yes.
What?
I think so. I'm trying to get some sources up in Indiana. No one wants to go to Indiana, first of all.
Hey man, Indianapolis, Naptown is a nice city, bro.
I know what you're saying, but I don't think they play in Indianapolis. Do they play in Indianapolis?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. It's hard to find people that of my same elk. You know.
No, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. There's a lot of people with pigmentation in Naptown.
I'll say it like this.
Hence the name Naptown.
That is not. It's because people take naps there. Stop it.
It's because of Napolis.
No, it's because they take naps there. Look, let's get to this. Keep it on the court. There's a couple of questions I do want to ask. I'm not going to ask all of them, but let's get to a couple of them, man.
Okay.
Look, 85-70 right now, fourth quarter, third game. Are the Mavs done? And really, we made this right before this game started, but are the Mavs done? Is it officially?
If they cannot win game 3, yes, they're done.
Okay, we can move on from that.
I mean, I really believe that they have to get this game to be, within one game of Boston's lead to make it a series. If they don't, I can't see them winning 4 straight. Without Porzingis, I mean, Boston played 10 games without him in the playoffs, and I know he's out tonight. So they got to win. They have to capitalize on this game, or yes, the series is done like my hairline.
Sweep. Is Kyrie, and I heard Stephen A, and I don't like to give clickbait anything, but this was an interesting point. And I've heard this in other places too. This question asked, is Kyrie the reason why the Mavs are losing or not going to win this series?
He has to have better games. I'm not putting it solely on Kyrie, where you had Jones and Gabbert and other people just flat out missing shots. Luka had a triple-double the other night, pretty much looked like he was playing by himself. And then 31 points, 11 rebounds, 11 assists. But he also looked like Moses in the Red Sea on defense. So,
I mean, when you
is Kyrie part of the problem? Yes. Can you put the whole thing on Kyrie? No, you can't.
Yeah. No. It's tough.
Boston is looking like a number 1 seed in those games. And Dallas is looking like they got lucky in the 2 series beforehand.
I won't say that. I'll say it's about matchups, and Boston has figured out the best rotations and matchups for them throughout the playoffs. And I honestly believe anybody that was going in the playoffs from the West was going to lose. There's no team I can look at that were in the playoffs in the West that could have beat Boston. Looking at how they play the Mavs. And yes, I hear what everyone's saying. Cavaliers only had one person. Jimmy Butler wasn't even there. Blah, 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 whatever. But
I think Denver would have gave him a game because they had that presence in the middle.
The presence, because we have that presence. It's not Jokic, but we have Lively.
No, that presence y'all have doesn't compare to the Joker, bro. Not at all.
No, it doesn't. But who else do you have on that squad in Denver?
You got Gibson, Gordon. I mean, excuse me, not Gibson. That can play big a little bit.
Stop it.
All right, I'll stop.
Murray over there throwing towels and heat bags and stuff. Come on, man. Come on.
You said big. You just said nothing about Aaron Murray, bro. I mean, we know.
I said after Jokic, who else you got besides Murray?
Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon,
okay, and
Michael Porter Jr.
Who?
Contavious Caldwell Pope, KCP. Almost sound like the black version of KGB.
None of them showed up in the playoff. None of them showed up.
They showed up. They just got beat, dog.
The series against the Lakers, they should have lost.
Yeah, we said that earlier when we were talking about Dan Hurley skipping out on them fools. We said that.
Yeah. Dan Hurley. LeBron got tired. He got tired at the end.
That's what happened to 40-year-old men. They get tired and need to take naps.
Listen, trust. I was out there with the kids footballing, running drills.
Jay, I'm tired from cooking too. I'm tired from cooking 4 briskets right now.
Right, you cooking, man. And you're right. That is tiring. But I just said I did football drills. Look at me. I don't do that with 8 and 9-year-olds. Yeah, exactly. Hey.
Let's talk about these drills, dog. I know we got to wrap it. Let's talk about these drills you out here running, bro.
I really don't want to, man. It was sad, bro.
It was cool. You gotta
man, we was running DB drills, man. You know what I'm saying? Backpedaling, space.
Hey man, you don't look like you got the kind of gait that should be backpedaling, bro. Like
You're
just
correct.
saying, like
you're correct. You are exactly correct, sir. That it don't stretch like that. You know what I'm saying? It don't do that. But I'm out there. Listen, this is what Coach did today. Coach decided to bring his cleats. Yeah, Jay. Yeah, it was very much a oh no. Oh hell no. It should have been more precise. I brought my cleats out, bro.
Hey man, I'm just gonna say this no quick to cut you off. When you over a certain age, you shouldn't even own cleats no more, let alone bring them out of practice.
Man, I dusted them off.
Jay, you're in your 40s. Why do you have a pair of cleats?
What do you mean? Why? Because of this moment.
I mean, I have cleats in my garage that I know my wife probably, if she finds them, she's gonna make me throw them away. Hey, I still got some of my NFL cleats, but if you see my big ass with some of them cleats on,
listen,
nothing good is coming from that.
Guess what my cleats were?
Where?
Guess what my cleats were?
Where?
In the garage.
In a box.
In a box. Where my wife put them.
Bro. Hey, anybody over 40.
Oh my gosh. Man, I was out there though. I was hitting the cones. We were doing shuffles, backpedaling, you know what I'm saying, staying on the hips. And hey, I stepped in with the kids. I said, come on, let's go. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got.
You just made my day, bro. Hey man, what else we got before we move on to the top 5, bro?
Nothing, bro. Let's get to it. It's time for the top 5 hits.
Hey, Boston. Mavericks, good luck tonight, man. I need y'all to finish staying strong.
Oh, yeah, Boston, Mavericks.
It's time for the top 5. Who's in, who's out, what's in, what's out. Big Game Sports Break. Top 5.
That's right. Some people have a top 100. Some have a top 50. Some have a top 25. Some even punk out and have a top 10. But not here, not a Big Game Sports Buzz. No, we have a top 5. Who's in, who's out, what's in, what's out. This week's top 5. Worst movie characters of all time. Worst movie characters. That's right? Worst movie characters.
That is correct, buddy.
All right, man.
This was a mother lover, bro. This a mother lover. All right, I'm gonna go full screen.
Ooh.
So top 5. Jay Stocks has his top 5, y'all, that we do every week, and I swear, as soon as I think that it can't get any worse than what it has, he hits me with a doozy. So this week, I'm gonna give my top 5, then I'll bring him back in so we can get his facial expression. Number 5, Jaws. Just not Jaws' fault that it was done back in the late 70s, early 80s. Just the fact that the animatronics and the CGI, the technology was not there. It was just piss poor. This big ass shark started thinking of following people and eating them. Can't deal with it. Number 4, Biff from Back to the Future. Wow. Biff was just an all around asshole, bro. Did not like Biff at all. Yeah, couldn't stand it. Bad character. Percy Whitmore. If you like, the name sounds familiar. The Green Mile. Little man named Delacroix. Percy Whitmore was a little man, and he had a little man complex. The way he treated people. Percy Whitmore was a true asshole, and when he electrocuted that man and then wet the sponge, boy, it really rubbed me the wrong way watching the Green Mile. Oh, number 2, Calvin J. Candy. Django. Leonardo DiCaprio's character in Django. When I say rub me all kind of wrong ways, couldn't stand it. Just, yeah. And then number 1, to me, just takes it back to an all-time bully, Johnny and the Sensei from the Karate Kid. Get him a body bag. Just, I couldn't stand it. Johnny was a true asshole. And he didn't need to treat Ralph Macchio like that. Daniel LaRussa did not deserve to be treated that way at all. That's my top 5, my friend.
Hey, man, let me tell you something. You brought it this week, bro. You brought it. You brought it this week.
Appreciate you, sir.
Wow. That made me fall back, man. Let me get in there. It did. It made me fall back. Let me go ahead and just start off. You know, I don't do mine in a particular order. And I've been trying to do something where it's been like off the cuff, like bam. You know, just right off the dome. Let me start out with Pinhead. Absolutely. Nope. Pinhead. That's the one for me. Pinhead, Hellraiser. That's nope. We can Pinhead.
I think I might still be scared of Pinhead.
They did make a movie. It was a TV movie, but it was a movie nonetheless. The villain V. I don't know if you remember V.
V for Vendetta.
No, not V for Vendetta.
V, the alien movie V.
Right.
Yeah.
They were reptiles, and they would peel their skin off.
Yep.
Nope.
Were you able to watch V? Because I know how you feel about scary movies.
No. I did because my mother made me. That was the one thing. Like she and I, we had beef on that. It was nope. Couldn't do it. I don't know why you laughed. I don't care. I don't care.
I said, I'm laughing because I said, yeah, V for Vendetta. But I knew you didn't mean like the white mask dude. I knew you meant the aliens when you said V because you said it was on TV.
Yeah, TV, but they did make a movie. Yes, no. The drill sergeant. Gosh, the one that said, story. Yes.
How do I know? You
get your little, that dude right there.
Oh
man, listen,
he was an asshole. Great call,
boy. But not to be outdone. Was it the Born on the 4th of July? I think it was, or maybe it wasn't the drill sergeant that was in there. They talked about you know, this white dude. I can't remember his name, man, but this guy right here, he was gosh. It was
Damn,
anyway.
You just made me think about the officer and gentleman drill sergeant. No, Full Metal Jacket drill sergeant.
Full Metal Jacket. That's it. Full Metal Jacket. Thank you, sir. Yeah, that one right there. Private Pile. That one right there. That dude.
That's it right there. It's that one.
That dude's a bad guy, man.
Yeah.
That dude's a bad guy. And then finally, the clown from It. I can't watch that. I can't watch that.
Are you afraid of clowns, Jay?
You know what? I'm slightly afraid of clowns because of that. And my big games honorable mention, because he likes to do this too. The Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Yeah, right there. Those two right there.
Some bullshit, bro. Man. I ain't had an honorable mention in weeks, bro.
I said in weeks.
In weeks.
In weeks.
In weeks. I've not had an honorable
weeks ago
at all. What Killer Clowns from Outer Space? I remember that, but I don't remember that.
Man, and I think they made a sequel. Either they made one or they're making one. First of all, it's not a good movie. Second of all, that's no.
Someone told me that they might be making a sequel. I mean, they might be making a new Spaceballs.
I'm down. I love
Spaceballs. I love Mel Brooks movies, man. Like
that's
my stepdad made me watch Blazing Saddles, bro, and I didn't realize how politically incorrect that movie was until I got older and watched it again.
Let me tell you something, man. I got a story about that movie. I'm in the Navy. I'm on the ship. I'm over in Japan Sea, right? All these high-ranking guys, you know what I'm saying? Like the lieutenants and lieutenant colonels, and all, and like majors, like all these people, right? And this is like a big exercise with different countries. And I walk in, they're like, "Hey, we got some issues with some IT stuff." All right, cool, whatever. I walk in. Guess what they're watching? Blazing Saddles. Now, I'm like, it's like me and maybe one other black person in it, right? And everybody else are different nationalities. They're watching Blazing Saddles. And it's like the one part was it's not one part, but it's the part where the sheriff was like, "Oh, in this and in that and da-da-da-da-da-da. And then you want another in." So I'm looking around like, "Oh, is this what we doing in here? This is what we doing in here, huh?" Bro.
Oh, shoot.
It made me see it in a whole different perspective.
Whole nother light, huh?
Man, they were laughing until they looked at me like, maybe we should, be professional and find something else to put on here. Yeah, I think so, my guy. Or I'll shut all this down. I'm going to shut it all down.
Oh, my God. That's oh, shoot. Hey, man.
Yo, thank you for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for chatting with us, Jay. Yo, golden mic to you, my man. We'll definitely be on the chat for sure after this. Make sure that you check us out on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter or X. Now it's X, my bad. Whatever. Instagram. I'm old.
Yeah, same thing, bro.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, just the fact that I can't even say it, it is what it is. Make sure you check us out there. Make sure you like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you know next time Big Game Sports Bus comes on.
That's right, man. And until next time, appreciate y'all tuning in. Peace.
Who you know that got it behind the scenes, like behind the O-line, soon as the QB say hype. It's big game, big game. Analysis from the player's point of view. Injury.